On Halloween night a few years ago, I was home by myself watching TV. I lived pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and the nearest neighbor is about a mile away. My house is in a highly wooded area off of a one-lane road. The house itself is about 100 yards from the street, and it doesn't have much of a yard as it is almost entirely engulfed by forest. It wasn't anything great to look at, as it was pretty run down, but it was home. I was secretly hoping the creepiness factor would keep the trick-or-treaters away. I turned out the porch light in case some kids somehow made their way to my place, and sat in my favorite chair to watch TV. That night the wind was unusually high, and it sounded like the branches were people tapping their fingers on the window. The wind howled in the backyard, and from time to time I would hear raindrops hitting my skylights. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, and for some reason I found the noises almost calm. Maybe my mind was just a little bit sick. The eerie noises eased me into a deep sleep, and I remember dreaming an unearthly dream, although I can't recall any of the details. Suddenly, I was awoken by a knock at the door. Damn kids, they always want to hit up every house, I thought to myself as I turned off the TV and got into bed. I was almost asleep when once again I heard the knocking at the door. This time, it was louder, and the knocks were closer and closer together. I wanted to murder those damn kids. Didn't they know that if the light is out, the person doesn't want them around? Luckily, the knocking stopped, and I nodded off once again. What seemed like only seconds after I fell asleep, the knocking began again. This time, almost unusually loud and faster and more urgent than before. These knocks sent chills down my spine, and I had a sick feeling in my stomach. It didn't sound like kids anymore. I got out of bed and went to the window. Looking down, I could see a dark object by the door, but since my porch light was off, I couldn't tell who was there. The knocking continued. Louder, louder, each passing knock. I was starting to become terrified, but for some reason, I slowly crept down the stairs, as the knocking was pulling me closer and closer with the rope. When I got to the door, I felt like I wasn't even in control of my own body. I saw my hand move slowly towards the doorknob, but my mind was screaming in my head, "Stop!" By this time, there was nothing I could do, and with an eerie creak, the door opened at a haunting slow pace. I collapsed to the ground and was knocked out cold by the terror. When I awoke, the police were trying to get me to come to. What I saw, I couldn't exactly describe to them. It was something so horrifying and so deformed that my mind erased the specifics. All I remember is seeing what my mind pieced together as a mantis figure, a black gob of darkness. The only things visible through the night was a mullet and a circle coming out of the chest of the creature. It almost looked like a penguin playing hockey, and his hellish cry, "I ran out of gas!" chills me. To this day, I believe that on that Halloween night I saw the devil in the Penguins jersey. The police say it was just a guy from Pittsburgh that ran out of gas, but my Cavs friends tell me that's just how Penguins fans look. I don't know what to believe. I just know I'm never going to Pittsburgh.